Comes up April 26th through the 30th, where they will stop at Marion, Illinois for a performance, and then move on to Nashville, Tennessee to Operaland for a national competition. Then later in the spring, there is a happening at the Dixon High School on May 23rd. Please welcome Jim Wiltz and the Dixon High School Rope Choir.
From this time injection here. We'd like to include a soloist today, Junior John Wiltz, and his mother accompanying. John will announce his own selection.
This is God Bless the USA. If tomorrow all the things were gone you worked for all your life, and you had to start again with just your family and your wife, I thank my God above to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit on down to Houston, from New York to LA, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
We've enjoyed all of your fine hospitality here and appreciated the invitation from Mr. Bowman. It's been an eventful day. We had some conflicts and some students that weren't able to be here, but the students that were here we're very proud of, and we hope you enjoyed our last two numbers. Thank you.
There was a young man from the city who met what he thought was a kitty. He gave it a pet and said, "Nice little cat." They buried his clothes out of pity.
There was a young fellow named Paul who fell in the spring and the fall. It would have been a sad thing if he died in the spring, but he didn't. He died in the fall.
There once was a young girl named Gail who cherished the thought of a sail. She boarded a yacht but remained on her cot, except when she hung on the rail.
There was no man from Nantucket who kept all his cash in a bucket, but asked for his daughter named Nan, ran away with the man, and asked for the bucket and touched it.
A painter who lived in Great Britain interrupted two girls with their knitting. He said with a sigh, "That park bench, well, I just painted right where you're sitting."
An epicure dining crew discovered a mouse in his stew. So the waiter don't shout and wave it about, or the rest will be wanting one too.
The bottle of perfume that Willie sent was highly displeasing to Millicent. Her thanks were so cold, they quarreled, I'm told, over that silly scent Willie sent Millicent.
A flea and a fly and a flew were in prison, so what could they do? Said the fly, "Let us flee." Said the flea, "Let us fly." So they flew through the fly and the flew.
And make sure you follow all the way along through those lyrics.
Spring
We have two most important people whose names that do not appear on the program, and they're checking now to make sure they have the right music. So I'm not just right. That's Jeff Heckman, senior valedictorian on his feet, and Tammy Zimmerman. I'm trying to stretch this out so Tammy can get her music. Multiple talented softball, basketball, musician, saxophone. Jesus boys in Florida. See ya. You have it. This number will do the trick. 1, 2.